The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Welcome on GameShift tonight. We have Onrush, Dirt 4, Divinity 2 Laser League.
And I have Rain World and The Desolate Hope.
Join us. Up is Dirt 4, and this I played Dirt Rally. I didn't really enjoy that as much as all the other Dirts. So then they ended up putting out Dirt 4, and I was hesitant to buy it, but it was on sale, so I picked it up, and I love it. It's back to the basics. It's basically Dirt again, but it's rally racing the whole time. Perfect graphics, controls are pretty good. I'm still crashing into walls a lot, but you know, depending on the car, steering, speed, stuff like that, they all have their different little abilities. So, you know, you can see it's controllable. Dirt Rally was completely out of control. I could never play it. I'm gonna play this all the way through, and then I'm gonna give Dirt Rally another chance, because Dirt Rally was a good game if I could just control the car. So I gave it a 9, Dirt 4, because they seem to have corrected everything that Dirt Rally did wrong. And yeah, so it was a good one if you can catch it on sale. It's a great buy. If not, you know, it's definitely worth it. Still, there's a lot of races. There's like, you know, different tracks, variations. There's weather, there's night and day, all that stuff, and you can see like there's definitely change of time throughout the game as well. So if you start, you might finish when the sun's going down and the lights come on. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
And the graphics are great. I was saying too, you know, probably a really good steering wheel game with you know, our buddy has a steering wheel that would work perfectly with this.
Yeah,
He has the seat and everything, so it would, this is the perfect game for that. But you can see, like, even the mud effects on the back of the car, stuff like that, look really great. So I think that's all I had.
Oh yeah, it does look good. I know people that don't even like racing games, like the Dirt series, so it's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely check it out. Oh, here I am. We got a little bit more of a race here, but you can see, like, this is a completely different car, so the controls are completely different. You can see I'm going a little bit fast. I have more confidence with this car. So when I get to pick the car, so far I've only driven like 2 cars in the game, but I got pretty far in the game because I'll keep using the same car until I start losing races, and then I might upgrade. But that stuff's also there. Like, you can upgrade your car, you can buy new cars, you can, you know, do anything you want. There's tons of little tweaks you can do. So
Tires, suspension, that type of thing.
yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Probably gonna go off the track soon. I haven't seen me go flying off the track into anything yet, but it happens a lot.
That's all right. It does look.
So yeah, 9 phalanges I gave it. I mean, that's pretty good. I enjoy racing games anyways, but you know, Forza's my 10,
Yeah.
so you gotta beat that.
Yeah, maybe if Forza had a rally mode, like a rally mode, it would be better than this. But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the meantime, we can play this one.
Exactly. They have some rally stuff in that, but I don't know, not as intense. Not as. That's more of an arcade. This is more like I don't know. This is a hybrid between arcade and simulator right now. But you can change your controls. You can make it more difficult. You can make it realistic. There's tons of options. But anyway, that's all I got on Dirt 4. So Rain World. You brought in Rain World.
Yeah, Rain World. This is I think this came out not too long ago. It's Adult Swim Games and Video Cult. It's an absolutely beautiful game. Like pixel graphics. The opening's a little sad. Here's a little bit of the intro. But basically, you play this a slug cat, they call it, that walks around this world. It's like a two-dimensional world, similar to almost like an Ori type of game, like a Metroidvania type of game. There are different things to unlock. You can get like a spear that you can throw at your enemies. But you know, I bet they'd spent a long time on the graphics in this. It's a pretty big game. I think there's 1,600 or so like screens, 1,600 you know, areas to visit. And I'm not too terribly far into it yet, but it's very, very good. It's a difficult game. You know, a lot of enemies, which I don't know if, you know, I'm still in the beginning, but at least in this video. The rain can actually hurt you, so if it does start to rain, you got to go find shelter pretty quick, and there's like different points that you can find, you know, different places to go. But yeah, at first I kind of overlooked it, like, oh, Adult Swim games, like, it might be okay. But then I started seeing the reviews, and you know, it's people are raving about it. It's gotten, you know, fantastic ratings.
I've played some of the Adult Swim games,
Yeah.
and they're pretty good. For the most part, they're all pretty good. They're all well done. They're all kind of unique within their own, you know, realm there. Gameplay wise, 2D, and you gotta just like be careful of the rain, like, because you're a little animal that will just get hurt by the rain or washed away, or
Yeah, the rain's like torrential, so you
Yep.
gotta hide and find like a safe spot. But there's you gotta eat. You gotta have you know, there's animals that you have to kill, and there are animals trying to kill you and eat you. But the game, I think you'll see in a moment, the graphics, they're it's like pixely, but they're fine pixels. It looks pretty good. This is just, I guess, the intro here, telling you a little about the controls.
looks like an Xbox One controller.
Yeah,
They gotta make it for Xbox One now.
Is it? I think it might just be PC, but I'm not certain.
I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
but yeah, maybe in the makings. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's in the realm of possibilities. It's on so it's on the PC, so it's running on a Windows machine. So maybe in the future. Look at him how he crawls along.
Yeah, it's even kind of a cute little character. It's a little
Can you
slug cat.
climb stuff as well?
Not these things. You can climb. There are ropes and whatnot you can climb. But
Oh yeah, like that.
actually, I don't
He
even
fell
know.
a long way in there. He could have got hurt just by that.
Yeah, I don't know if I haven't found a point where fall damage hurts you, at least yet. But I'm sure there are spaces like that later on. But yeah, you just skulk along. The other enemies, a lot of them can kind of follow you in these little tight spaces. Oh, there you go. You climb up a rope now. I'm trying to find out what that guy wants. I think he's trying to show me around. But oh yeah, here I can get some food in here. Eat some little.
You're almost like a
things.
cat. What's the character called?
They call them slug cats. So it's like a cross between a slug and a cat.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What's that little icon that shows up around your head?
I think that's that thing trying to tell me how to eat these.
Oh.
How to grab them.
It's like the spider sense.
Yeah, it's like like I said, the very beginning. So that up in the top left, that little green thing is telling me kind of how to control my slug cat.
You get it?
Yeah, I got some food. I have enough to hibernate now. What's that? Oh, no,
I was gonna say, did you get that food?
Yeah, I ate all the food I could. I think I ate all the food in there.
Oh, the little guy keeps jumping around though.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if there's something else in here I'm missing.
He's trying to tell you stuff.
Go back down here, and he pops up again. It's kind of hard to follow, but
So you can stay up there and go through there, right? Oh, you fell.
but he's pointing down there.
Damage. He's talking to you. He's saying stuff.
Yeah, I want me to grab these and eat them too. So there I go. But you can see, you know, like I say, it must have taken so many hours to get these. I like these pixel graphic games. Just you can see all the work that went into placing each dot.
Eating food.
I'm full now. I'm ready to hibernate and keep exploring.
Do you hibernate in it?
Yeah, I guess you can sleep to you know, allow time to pass, and you know, if that's what happens if it's raining, you'll go into one of those safe spots and hibernate for a little while until it's not raining anymore. The game, it's pretty deep. I still like I said, I'm still pretty much in the beginning of it, but
How do you get across there?
oh, so this guy's trying to tell me, and this took a little while to figure out.
Build a bridge.
No, there's a way if you I think you press down and then you hold A, it'll charge up, and then you can leap across. It took me a while to figure that out.
Huh. So next we have Divinity 2. This is long-awaited game on the PC side, I guess. And this is just the This is the demo. This has a character in it because they're still actually testing the game, and the character in it will come up to you and ask you how you feel about the game. Are the controls good? And it actually takes that data and sends it back to them. That's how they decided to do their like beta, which is awesome. I'm like, no game ever puts an in-game character asking you all that stuff, and you can kill them if you want to.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, is it okay if I could ask you some questions? And you could just kill him.
And then does he come back?
He's done. He won't come back.
That's a good way to do it, though. You kind of keep somebody.
Yeah,
in
and it
the
makes
game.
it fun. But I answered all his questions. It's a pretty good game, you know. And the graphics are good. It's a top-down, and you can see there's monsters attacking our ship, and we got to get out of there. He's a little in the way right now, so like you can turn the camera. You can go whatever way you want with the camera. And it starts off on the ship. You just kind of end up on the ship, and you got to escape the ship. And right now, I'm trying to figure out what I have to do. Little girl says you got to find, people down there who survived, and so now I'm on a quest to find her friend or her mother who survived down here. I forget what it was, but I have to help them and then lead them out of the ship, and then we can get on the lifeboats, and then we'll get out of there. I haven't gotten much farther yet. I haven't played it too much. I want to play it some more. It's fun. There's a lot to it. So there's like treasure to find. There's weapons you can get. You can upgrade everything. You can repair weapons. You can you can talk to just about every single character in the game. I don't even think it's just about every character. It is every character in the game. Everything's interactive. You can do a little thing where you hit the button and you'll see it turn red all around, and it'll show you what you can interact with around there. Just pretty much everything. I don't have room for it because I picked up a lot of stuff already. I actually just got the sword and the arrow, so I could shoot arrows at these guys with my bow. It's way easier than running up to them and trying to fight them with the sword. So that's my main weapon now. So you'll see it. This is combat. I mean, they'll be moving around too, but when you're aiming, it kind of slows down a little bit, so you can see where the enemies are, which I like because sometimes if I didn't know the enemy was there, and then these people are kind of helping me because they're who I'm supposed to be rescuing. I go down, I find out they're actually fighting for their lives, and I'll help them get out of the situation and bring them back up, and the daughter will let me on the lifeboat.
So it's like a turn-based type of combat, like a hybrid turn-based?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool. And you different class heroes or?
Yep, yeah. You can start out as different characters, and I just chose him. I always choose a warrior because I think they're the strongest. They're a little weak on other points, but just getting used to the controls takes a little bit. But I'm sure if you get used to it, the game gets a lot better. It's progressive. There's a good story. Tons and tons and tons of characters already. Even up to this point, there's just so much. Yeah, and it gets a little confusing too, like what I can do and where I can go, and pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, it's good. The background, there's all sorts of stuff going on. There's like fire from rain coming in, lightning. It's really, I guess, active.
Yeah, really well thought out. Like you could see like the rain's coming in through the holes, but it's not coming in on the whole level. So like when I was down there, you saw the rain coming in at one certain point.
And then that monster. That
Yep, there we go. We're getting the lifeboat down now. She's like, oh yeah, everybody's here. Let's get out of here. I would imagine later on in the game, maybe I have to fight that thing.
Oh, and then it takes it. That's kind of cool. Oh,
It's huge.
It is. Like the Kraken or something.
Like Sea of Thieves.
Also a great game.
Sea of Thieves has the new. Did you do the update yet?
I haven't even played it since the update. I updated it, but I haven't even.
It has the big shark in there now.
There's a bigger shark?
Yeah,
I heard there were a lot
huge
more
one.
sharks.
Yep.
Are there new areas too?
Yep.
Yeah. I thought
And
so.
some new weapons, I guess, as well.
Oh.
So yeah, it goes into this little like almost like a comic book scenario when you get past the levels, which is great. Like I think it's good. And then when it comes back into the level, you can do so much with this game. It's so good. But Laser League
Laser
is
League,
next.
Yeah, you've been talking about this one.
Yeah, the Laser League is like one of my favorite games now. So you can see here, it's just 2-on-2. You can do 3-on-3. Most of the time I play 2-on-2. But the best part about this game is just that it's so simple, but it's just so difficult. And then you can figure out, you can get different weapon styles. You can choose your different types of characters, different, so you have a sniper, a blade, blocker, and if I'm missing one, I forget what it is, but, a thief. So a thief can run into your wall and change it their color. So if you're in there, like most of the time, it's blue, it's safe. Well, he could see you thinking that's safe and you're running towards it to stay away from him, and he can activate his power and change it from blue to red, and it hits you and you die. So you'll see here, like, this is how frantic it gets. You're just running around, you're trying to hit those things, and you can always run up to your buddy, and if you step on him, he comes back. So see, he just brought his buddy back. Now he died, and his buddy died. I hope I'm blue here. I can't see from this distance.
Yeah, you are. I see. No, it's pretty good. It's so you basically stand on different areas and
Yeah, but you also have to make a mad rush. Like so you'll see, like, they just appear out of nowhere. So you got to hit them quick. You could try and hit others. You can go through walls. So there's no limits. Like, I can go up and end up on the bottom. It doesn't do that to you. So these power-ups you're seeing in the middle too happen a lot. And you can reverse. You can pause. You could change all the. So if you let red take control of the field, and then you get like a switch icon, you run up and switch it to all blue. And then they're more than likely to die.
And you can't attack them directly. You have to get them through the walls, right?
Well, with blade, you can attack them directly. Like, I can run up to them and use my blade on them. Or shield, you can actually hit them into the walls. So you can hit someone right. It's pretty cool. And then thief steals the blue, and you can change it to red. And then sniper can actually shoot on the level, but it only happens once in a while. It doesn't happen all the time. See, I don't know if that was me. I sprinted towards the thing and then I took them out. So you can do stuff like that. It's such a simple game, but it's so much fun to play. It's made by 505 Games, they do Halo. Yeah, so it's very, very interesting. Oh, I didn't even come in. I didn't even come in the top 3 yet. But now round 2, so it keeps getting more and more hectic, and you have to win 2 out of 3 rounds on like each layer, and then there's 3 matches of 3, best of 3.
I get it. So there's a lot. It takes a while to win.
Right. Sometimes, like, if you're good at this game, I've been having like, it takes like half an hour to finish one match sometimes, because you could just keep going.
Yeah, when the teams are good, it's hard to kill them.
Right.
That's cool.
I could see this being a big competition in some of the video game competitions. Might do well on, like, when you stream it. See how I just run into the thing, like I sprint at it, take them out. Because they're always confident, I'm going to get there first, and then you can be like, no, I've got this power where I can run faster.
And they don't know it. It does look good. And you said this wasn't even that expensive. It was like, what, like 10 or?
Yeah, it was.
With Game Pass,
I think it was
right?
$20 free with Game Pass. Yeah, but even for $20, it's awesome. This game is so much fun. I told you I couldn't stop playing it when I got it, and I'm like, that's all I'm playing.
Yeah, I know.
This and Dirt 3 now. I don't know what killed him there. Let's see.
So like a replay.
Looked like he just died out of the blue.
Maybe.
I wish you could see the sniper, but not too many people are using the snipers. But they have this little icon that goes around. I gave that a 10.
A 10?
Yeah, I gave that a 10 definitely, because that's well deserved.
Yeah, it looks good. What character do you play?
For some reason, I always play the blade.
The blade.
Yeah, I like to run up to the people and hit them. I'll tell you, 2 thieves almost always win because they're changing all the colors to red all the time. But so you got
What is it? The Desolate Hope. This is a Scott Cawthon game, which I didn't know much about him. I actually got this for during a Humble Bundle, one of those sales, and I haven't played it until recently. It's kind of weird. It's like a little existential game. You're playing this coffee maker that's been.
I thought it was a mech.
Yeah, it's really kind of a mechanized coffee maker, and you've enlisted the help of a game on this space station to help you go and. Kind of traverse around and see these 5 different robots or 4 different robots running simulations of various realities. So it's kind of a weird game, but it's pretty good. Some of the text, some of the interaction with the players, which I don't know if you can see it there, but it gets, some of it's pretty deep for like a little 2-dimensional game like this. There's a few different, I guess there's like a battle mode where it's almost like a turn-based thing where you choose an attack, and I don't know if I have any of that here, but you choose something and then your opponent does something else. So now you collect chips so you can get different upgrades, but it's a very interesting game. You know, each zone's looks a lot different. Right now, this is the first zone they allow you into, and I guess this robot has turned it into some kind of like a fantasy world for him, like his perfect world. So this one of the stores where you can spend chips and get different things. Yeah, this came out I think in 2014, so it's a little bit of an older game, but I think it's worth it. You know, I think full price is like. It's like $12 or $14 or something like that. It's not, you know, not too bad. It's got great reviews also. You know, it's pretty
2D
good,
platformer, pretty much.
Yeah, for the most part. There's some
upgrades, you said, stuff like that.
There are different modes too. There's which I haven't even. You can go like outside of the space station you're at.
Robo Babies Sporting Goods.
But it's pretty good so far. Again, I haven't played too much of it, but I've enjoyed it so far.
That's the Predator.
Yeah, that's one of the robots running a simulation, so he's telling you about why he's here and what he's doing, and it kind of throws you right in there. You got to figure out what are they trying to simulate. I think it's like various realities. They're trying to see like how things form.
And this is on PC only right now.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it on anything else.
Yeah, I think it's PC only. This is kind of an interesting level. You start off, like I say, in the space station, and you go through this little dialogue with this GameShift that the coffee maker is enlisted to help him move around. And one of the robots, I guess, has failed, so he's just kind of hanging out in this room. Then there are other ones that you have to go see the robot, then you can enter their world and try to clear out like these, they describe them as bugs or viruses that you're trying to get rid of so they can keep simulating realities. But it's pretty good.
Train in the background and stuff like that. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Moving around, a lot of stuff moving.
Yeah, each zone is totally different too. This particular robot, this is what his reality looks like. But you know, you get to the other ones, which I played around a little bit, and they're much different. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's, you know, definitely worth checking out. I'm actually interested. I should see what else this guy makes, because the game, some of the dialogue, some of the text is just really really interesting.
I haven't heard of this one.
Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I got it in a Humble Bundle. I forget what I originally purchased it for, but it's just one of those games that I had lying around and figured I'd, you know, showcase it.
You've been playing it a lot since, or?
This, no, I'm still stuck on Elite Dangerous, man. I told you about that. I had it on the show, what was it, 3 weeks ago or something like that?
Yeah.
But I'm like hooked on that. Like,
You said you were traveling through space at a pretty decent rate now.
yeah, I'm trying to go explore the rest of the galaxy. I don't know, that game, it's, I could equate it to how I was originally hooked on the WoW Vanilla. It's kind of that type of game where you want to upgrade your ship, you want to like see what is out there, see all the different areas. I found my first black hole.
Oh man,
that was kind of good. But yeah, and there's the Desolate Hope. I mean, you got you brought Onrush too, which.
Oh yeah, yep, Onrush. It's a driving game, and this is just the beta, but like you know, it's an okay game. I didn't really feel the rush. Like, I didn't feel any adrenaline rush, or I wasn't like, oh, I gotta go faster. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? You know, it's just, I don't know. It was like, I'm just driving, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of boring. Like, this is kind of boring. I hate to down a game before it's even out, but there's probably a lot more in the regular game. But I'm trying to figure out what to do anyway. Like, you're supposed to be using the turbo a lot, and then you get like super turbo, like special abilities, stuff like that. But I don't know if I'm supposed to try to win the race or if I'm supposed to try and just wipe those guys out. Come to find out, I think I'm supposed to just wipe those guys out.
So it's not really. It's more of like a battle.
Yeah.
A battle style racing game.
Right, but you know, if I'm in the lead, it's kind of tough to take those guys out. I'm just trying to keep up with my team here, the blue guys, and then like I try to wipe those guys out. And after a while, I got pretty good at it, but I was like, you know, I don't know. It was just kind of boring.
Yeah.
It was just kind of boring to me. You're going around in circles, smashing into motorcycles and cars.
It looks okay. I mean, comparing it, just we saw Dirt 4 earlier. You know, you're seeing the tires aren't really kicking up much stuff. There's not like any dust accumulating on there.
Yeah.
You know, you're going through different like water and sand and gravel and grass, and it's not really changing what your tires are doing. It's just the same like little puffs of dust coming out of the back. But I don't know, maybe
There's a little effect.
Yeah. Kind of like the ghost in Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's like they have the ability to like, you know, disorient you is one of the powers, but I don't know. It's just, doesn't it seem boring? You're just driving around circles.
Yeah, doing jumps. I mean, there are no tricks or anything, right? No, you can't like, I don't know.
No.
No points. Are these are just NPCs? They're not live players.
Yeah, those are just NPCs right now. You can, in the actual game, you'll be able to like challenge other people. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not impressed by it. I think you have to do a lot more than that. I think like in the area, you should be able to like, you know, throw stuff or like have mountains fall or like floods come through, stuff like that. Environmental effects would be awesome. Like, you know, hey, if I bash into this wall, it'll create a flood and the guys behind me will get wiped out. That would be pretty cool. Like, I don't know. This is just like, I felt like I was just driving around in circles. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell how long the track is, but it all does look very much the same.
Repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably my second lap now, a third lap. I don't know.
Wow.
But it does. It goes into the same spot you were just at, I feel like.
Yeah, there's water, and you're doing the same dust motion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe they'll repair it. Maybe they'll.
I gave it a 6 because, you know, it's okay. It's okay if you're gonna, you know, play it. It's mostly supposed to be online, you know, on Rush.
So maybe it's better with players instead of.
It's a bad time to be releasing this game though too, because Cars 2 is coming, and not Cars 2. They got too many other games that are coming out, you know.
Wait, Starbreeze Studios has another game coming out, or
no? A different company has another game coming out that's, you know, better than this. The Crew 2. Crew 2 comes out very soon, and so does this. And I'd have to say I'd pick the Crew 2 because the Crew 1 was awesome. So Crew 2 will probably be awesome too. I haven't had the beta's going on right now, but I don't think I got in it.
Oh, that's all right. I don't know if I mentioned maybe I did on one show earlier, but that NVIDIA what is it called? The
NVIDIA Online.
Yeah.
Yep.
Were they you're borrowing or using like one of their GPUs to process games on your you know, I was accepted into that beta and we tried it out and it worked actually really well.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, the graphics looked really great. I'm surprised they were able to send that much data that quickly over the
Could
internet.
you up the graphics from what you were using at the house, or?
Oh yeah, I mean we were running it on this kind of like the spare PC we have, and it used to run like barely 30 frames per second. But we booted it up like, you know, full graphics settings. Everything looked beautiful. We had 2 players, and it was like, you know, 60 plus frames per second. It was like
wow,
a huge
so that
difference.
actually works.
It does for at least, but there's only certain games it works with. We tried it only with Rocket League so far because that's one of the few games that we had on that computer that, you know, but
Which
it
is
worked.
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would. I was like, how do they do that?
I know it's a lot of data to send.
So
you
your
know.
video card is going to basically be a cloud video card.
Oh man, I don't know how I feel about the cloud, but
But
it looks
that's
like
what it
it's
is,
working.
right?
Yeah, it is.
And it worked.
We're borrowing a video card somewhere off in the cloud.
That's pretty neat.
It is neat.
That is awesome. Well, that's the future of gaming right there.
Yeah.
You'll just have to have a little box and the Pentium chips and all that stuff and memory, and video cards will just run off cloud. Mm-hmm. That'll be awesome.
You can save money. I mean, I guess my problem with that is video card you buy it once, whereas these services you're probably gonna have to pay for monthly, and I inherently don't like.
I mean, you don't really buy a video card once, though. I
That's
mean, it's obsolete in 3 to 6 months.
Well, when it's obsolete, you overclock it until it burns, then you get a new.
Try, right? But everybody ends up buying a new one at some point.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
They're too much. It's just $500, $600 for a video card. Oh, you used to be able to get a whole computer for that.
Now it's those what is it? Bitcoin mining is ruining
Yeah,
our
exactly.
video cards.
But that's our show for tonight. Next week, or 2 weeks from tonight, I'm not sure what I'll have. Hopefully something cool will come out. Street Fighter 30th anniversary, I have that. A couple other things that are coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll have yet, but I'll try to find something interesting, something different.
State of Decay 2 I should have. I don't know if I did any of that yet, but I have more of it. So join us next time on GameShift. Thanks.
Thank you.
Catchphrase.
Rad.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.